Hello, welcome to the Penno Channel for this match preview for Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace in the Premier League. I'm joined with my bro to go through this one. Bro, it's been a quiet week this week for Villa. End of the transfer window coming soon, and yeah, nothing happening. It seems. Seems like probably we won't get any incomings before Palace. It's been really quiet. How are you feeling about all things heading to the weekend?
Yeah, you're right. It has been quiet, man. We've seen like rumors here and there that we just know aren't true with like crazy money involved. And it's just like, why are you even teasing us for? Man? Just let us chill in peace. Um, I thought there'd probably be 2 to 3 incomings on loan, maybe. We'll see how it goes on deadline day if we get any cheap bargains. But yeah, as it stands, bro, it's looking a bit bleak, I can't lie.
Yeah, it seems as if maybe Asensio we'll see on a loan probably. Um, Potentially a permanent because we've got a bit offset from the Ramsey sale still with what we spent. And Cuckoo, just no chance. Jackson was always going to be tough. It seems like he's going to go Bayern. Other players around that, a rumour coming out about Paqueta, but I just can't see anything happening in that regard. Roger Sale, it seems like it's too late now, but who knows, man. We'll see over the next few days. Uh, Even the Convoy links and stuff like that. Rumours he was going to Palace a few days ago. Um, yeah, there's a lot going on, and we'll have a transfer show outside of this just to discuss that. And if and when anything happens around Villa. Moving on to the weekend, bro, we have Palace who are playing in their second leg of the Conference League today uh, against Fredrikstad. Not a team I'm familiar with. I don't know about yourself. The
Big
one
up,
0 up
big
in
up,
that.
big up them.
Yeah, the 1-0 up in that, and they're going away. So they're likely to go full strength to try and get through that. They've had a good start. To be fair, I think they'd say it's a good start for them, especially draw against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and then home draw against Forest. I think Forest were lucky not to win that one at the end. But yeah, 2 points on the board. Obviously, the massive sale of Erebet as well to Arsenal. A massive loss. Their standout player, their star player as such. And they're looking to invest in the transfer window. Big links to Yeremy Pino from Villarreal. Um, Potential of him coming in. But we know Palace, we know how they're set up. We know that 3-4-3 shape. We know the dangerous players. We experienced it, what they can do a number of times last season. Yeah, bro, what do you see about Palace and how they can threaten us going into this game?
Yeah, as you said, bro, we know better than anyone else how good Palace can be. Like we have felt it multiple times last season, and we know that Glasner's kind of got the better of Emery tactically. So expecting them to set up similar to how they always do, use the width in Munas to get down them wings and crossing for Mateta. Eze will be a big loss, I think, but Pino I think is a good replacement as well, especially because I seen the fee was like about 26 million. I think Ornstein was reporting. I might be wrong on that, but that's a great price for him. So yeah, they just went and replaced him. So that's decent business. And I think when I saw that Canva link, I was like, oh my god! Like when I wanted him at Villa Park, I didn't mean like that, innit? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, facts.
but I think that will then lead to what Guehi going to Liverpool, which doesn't seem to be going away. Is that Palace getting their replacement in before they sell Guehi? I don't know how that will work, but it does seem like Guehi might still be going to Liverpool. Be interesting to see if he plays, on Sunday.
Mm,
Actually, thinking about that, if he's getting linked to Liverpool when the window closes the next day, yeah, that'll be interesting actually. But yeah,
yeah,
Palace, bro, as we know, I'd say it's the toughest game of the season for us. Like the way it's been lately, bro, because we
tactically,
just
yeah.
know, innit? Yeah, tactically, it's not even about like personnel, it's tactics. Like Glasner's system just has got, bro, on the biggest stage at Wembley, so we know we're going to be in for a game. But to give Villa fans some positivity, that game at home in the league. I think that was our best showing against them. I think we created like 3 XG, um, and we had chances. We had chances to win that game, so that's a positive. I'll go in with that. But yeah, in terms of Villa, it's just about what's the lineup going to be, man. That's when you can really, I don't know, have confidence or not have confidence going into a game. I think.
Yeah, facts, bro. I was going to say the front three into the Forest game that they played was Devney, Mateta, and Sarr. Devney coming in for Eze, I was going to say, it's a bit of a step down, but Devney scored his debut goal
He
against
scored, yeah.
us
He
at Villa
scored.
Park last year.
Everybody
Um,
eats. Everybody
yeah,
eats for Palace against Villa,
I
man.
think Mateta, we all know about Ismaila Sarr, whether it's Watford or Palace, he always bags against Villa. I think Mateta and Sarr have got their highest number of goal contributions against Villa as well, more than any other club. Yeah, bro, they just love this game. I know we've had a few good results prior to that, but last season just epitomised it really. The 2-2, I thought we played well in that game, to be honest, and we should have really won that. But yeah, the 4-1 um, away at Selhurst, the FA Cup game as well, even the League Cup when Kamada scored. Like, yeah, they had the better of us tactically. And shout out Glasner because he's got that system cooking. Even when players drop out, even when they have injuries, they're still able to play as well. Um, Obviously, Adam Morton seems to be back fit now for this season. That's a big plus for them. As you stated, Mark Guehi, does he play? Does he start? I think we'll have to see how close that Liverpool move is. Around that, they've made some signings in terms of Borna Sosa, who was someone we've been linked to for a number of years now. He got his move to Palace, and I think that system suits him more than it would have done in ours, playing left back rather than playing with Palace. He'll be playing as a left wing back more. I think that suits him more because he's a good player going forward. Great left foot as well. But yeah, bro, they do drop. They do lose Eze, which is a big factor. But can you see them dropping off as such in terms of their press and how they try and play through us on the transition?
No, their structure will be the same. Block off the middle, force us wide, and then yeah, their transitions are just how they play. Just kill us on transition, especially at Wembley when even like Tillemans was losing the ball. I think for Ismail Assar's second goal. So yeah, bro. Sorry for their second goal. He's first. So yeah, we just gotta be wary of that, man. So I
And
think from a Villa's perspective, I think when you think about if Palace are going to block off the middle and allow us wide, we're going to have pace. I think so. I think it's going to be a no-brainer to see. Um, he's surely Matson's got to start this time. I know he might want defensively Luka Dean, but I think even Luka Dean this season's been a bit. I think defensively, I didn't think Brentford. There was a couple of times where I think Natal was getting the better of him. So hopefully Matson just give us some patience to go forward if they're gonna block the middle. Um, and yeah, just hopefully our midfield has a better game because that Wembley wasn't a true showing of our midfield. Like there can be so much better than that. We know Tillemans can be so much better than that. So yeah, it'll be intriguing to see how Emery sets up, man.
well, yeah, some big changes. Ezri Konsa will come back in, so I can't see two left backs starting. One of Mings or Powell will start. I think it'll probably be Mings, and I think we may see Matson Mings alongside Matson. I know that worked quite well a few times last season. Um, so yeah, I can see Matson Mings, Konsa Cash. Then obviously Boubacar Kamara's out until after the international break at least. So I see an Anana, Yuri pivot. And then it's that front four. It's Watkins will start front and then the three behind him. How do we set up? Do we still play with the two coming in from right midfield and left midfield? So Rogers off the left, McGinn off the right. And then that position, we saw Emi Buendia come on and then he got substituted back off. I can't see Emi Buendia starting. So I think it's going to be one of Guessand or Marlon. Now,
Yeah.
does Rogers play in the 10? One of
Mm.
those play off the left and McGinn off the right again? Or, yeah, does Rogers stay on the left, McGinn come centrally, and then one of those play off the right?
Ideally, we'd have a winger starting on the right, but that we just can't. Beggars can't be choosers at the moment. So I think he's gonna start McGinn. He'll start McGinn on the right. I won't contest that. But I'm really hoping. I don't mind where he plays, but I'm just hoping Guessand starts.
Yeah.
Either if he plays off Watkins centrally, or if he plays on the left, which he can do as well. Just Guessand has to start this game. Tired of seeing Villa end the games with the correct lineup, but not start them with the correct lineup. So hopefully that changes.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. And obviously, Guessand, I thought could potentially play off the right. I thought he had the attributes to do that anyway, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. It seems like he's been brought in to play off the left. I think that was confirmed by Jacob Tanswell as well. Looking at it, that's where we see him to play. So maybe Guessand off the left, Rogers coming more centrally where I think he's much better, and then McGinn off the right as well. I'd be happy with that lineup if I saw that going into this game. I think that's probably our strongest. Maybe, yeah, I think that actually is our strongest if we do play Matson, Mings, Konza, Cash, Anana Tillemans, um, Guessand off the left, Rogers centrally, McGinn,
Yeah.
Watkins. I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah, I think that's probably about the strongest. We've no incomings coming in that we don't know, but I think that's probably the strongest we can go at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, facts. Will have been into him this week. They'll probably been held captive in Bodymore the way the last two results have gone. I just hope he has a change of change of mentality and absolutely sets us. We've had games where we've had poor results and that's happened. I think Newcastle last season was a big one. It was a big week heading up into that, and we just we went at them straight away from the off. Even Forest, that was a change of mentality, albeit they came back in its second half. But first 10, 15, we were on to them literally from the off. I'd love to see that again this weekend. But one thing
Yeah,
we've got to watch out for is the transition, because I feel like we did do that last season when we played Palace at home, but then they caught us out straight away in the first 4 minutes with Ismail Assar on the transition, on the break. So if we are looking to play high and play in their half, we just need to be aware of them transitioning and our defence in that sense of everyone being positionally correct. Because as we saw against Newcastle, that wasn't the case on the edge of the box when Matty Cash put the cross in, albeit the cross wasn't great. The two centre midfielders were not there. They were in the box and there was no one occupying that space and ended up getting transitioned on.
yeah, facts. And you're almost thinking it's must win already. Like we're entering that territory. I think it's different with Villa now, expectation wise. Like maybe like when we first came up, you just like, okay, it's not must win already. Like we got time, but with the way like the games are set up now and the teams and the amount of competition, like you almost don't want to get left too behind. I think 2 points from 3 games. Whilst it is Palace and ordinarily you probably take a draw with our recent record, it almost is must win territory already. So our home record was really good last season. So hopefully we can just get that win, man. And just score first. First of all, score and then get the win.
Yeah, facts. Danger men from Palace, we know Ismail Assar. We know Mateta will be a handful. Uh, Munoz always causes problems down our left hand side. He loves to get to the byline. He loves to attack. He loves to overlap as well. Great right wing back. Really good player, and he's always killed us with whether it's his crossing or cutbacks as well. So those are the three dangers. We know how Wharton can play in the middle as well, and we just need to try and get at them. We really do.
I'd say Wharton probably the most dangerous, just restricting the amount of time he gets on the ball because he's just dictates everything. I think his pass for the Forest game, I think he like played it out wide and the ball was just ridiculous for Ismaila Sarr to get a tap in. I think he played. I think who did he play out wide to? I think he might have been Munoz or one of their players. But the way he just passes and just controls their midfield is quality. So we need to restrict as much of the ball as he can get as possible.
You'd think Onana will try and stick on Wharton. I
Mm,
think,
yeah.
and maybe drop Tillemans a bit deeper, even though Tillemans isn't the size of Onana. Onana can just stick on him and try and mark him out the game. Or maybe it can be Yuri, because I remember Yuri against Newcastle, he did the same to Bruno Guimaraes. He literally just sat on him the whole game so he can get on the ball. And I think we kind of need to do that because Wharton's effective first touch. Literally, he can play that pass first time. He's really good at that. So yeah, we need to be on his touches and being in his space when the ball gets to him.
Yeah, facts. And we need a big game from Onana. A lot of the fans have been not criticizing him, but more asking for more of the performances that he's showing. Like, put your stamp on a game. Like, carry the ball more, get about more, be more of a goal scoring threat. We know that he's got that in him from set pieces and late time runs into the box. So yeah, I want a big game from Onana. And hopefully, bro, we have some bodies like on the bench as well, man. Like, are we going to be seeing like 2 or 3 keepers on the bench this time? Like, if we ain't
He's
got
got
enough.
to trust the kids. I think this is a season where you have to put faith in the kids, man. You've given uh, Jamo, you've given a lot of minutes, and many others within pre-season, like Hemmings as well. You have to trust them now because
Yeah,
they look good. They didn't look out of place,
you
and
have
with
to
the
like.
restrictions we have, the amount of players that are leaving the squad this summer must be 10 plus easily now. Going out on loan or being sold, you have to start trusting them.
That's almost what I'm looking forward to. I'll be honest. Like, just reframing us not being able to sign players as, oh, maybe the youth players are going to be forced to get a chance. Like, it's had to come down to. Remember when Chelsea got like a transfer ban and it just forced them to like bring through all those players? It's almost
Yeah,
like
like Tammy,
if
Mason Mount, all
yeah,
those.
yes,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
could happen
yeah.
to Villa on like a relatively lower scale. Players like Jamaldine Jamo, Hemmings, I think, has got a groin injury at the moment. Otherwise, he would have been about the squad. Tristan Rowe. Even some other players that are injured at the moment, like Ben Bodger, when he comes back or something, will he get a chance? He's talented right winger, left winger, can play either side. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see with that, especially in the cup competitions. You'd think, and then if Kamara's out as well for that Brentford game, you'd expect to see maybe one player come through.
Well, we were quite good with that in terms of the League Cup last season, the early rounds. We did play a lot of the kids. And then, well, we got knocked out of Palace, but I do remember, was it Wickham? We did play a number of them, and it was just Duran and I think it was Duran and Ramsey came on. But apart from that, a number of the kids were playing. But yeah, let's not forget FA Youth Cup champions, like serious talent.
Yeah, they're not scrubs. They're not scrubs at all.
Yeah, exactly. So, if we believe in them and they've shown that level, they should be playing. They should be getting minutes. And I think with the restrictions we have, that's definitely a way forward and see if we can unearth some real gems. That I think are there. I do think they are there.
Facts.
So yeah, bro. Big game Sunday night. I think that plays into our advantage. Sunday night under the lights, night game, atmosphere. You're expecting to be raucous, like everyone on it.
It needs to be on it. Yeah, the atmosphere needs to be on it.
Which I think it will be because of the, where we find ourselves currently and how big a game it is. But yeah, bro, that will end that. We'll see if there's any transfer activity. As always, if you could subscribe if you're new, and please share the video. Please leave a comment as well in the comment section regarding your thoughts around the game and also Villa's transfer activity. Palace fans, if you're watching, comments about how you see the game going as well. Bro, thanks for joining me as always, and we'll see you on the next one with a match review of the game.